Hey, welcome back to Nuts and Bolts Garage. Today I'm going to install a battery-powered LED headlight on my daughter's mini bike. I made up this kit just by stuff I selected off of Amazon, and it was all fairly cheap. And for those of you who don't know or understand why I'm going to go with a battery-powered is because I no longer have the factory flywheel on the bike. The factory flywheel has magnets on the inside of the flywheel that your coils would use to provide power to the headlight. So when I put a billet flywheel on the bike, I no longer had magnets on the inside of the flywheel, so I had to delete the headlight. And the headlight was ugly and wasn't bright, and I didn't like it anyway. It was heavy, and so that was that. So I deleted the headlight. But now, as time has gone on, and my daughter and I had talked about it, I had found I came across the idea of putting a battery-powered headlight on the bike. And I want to share it with you guys because it's a fairly easy installation and it wasn't expensive at all to acquire all the parts. And I'm going to show you those parts right now. Okay, so here we go. This is the parts I'm going to be using. I got a 7-inch single row LED light, which originally it had some studs on it. Let me show you this. These studs had a knockout. Okay, really easy to take out, no big deal. Remove the 3 side screws and just give that a few whacks with the hammer and they'll pop right out of there. They're glued in, but it's nothing crazy. So after I removed the studs, and I just tapped them out. Again, not a big deal, just a simple 1/4 inch 20 tap, and tapped them out, put some threads in there, good to go. I also got these brackets, roll bar brackets for 1-inch tubing off the interweb, right off of Amazon. These were really cheap. They were like, I don't know, $8 or $9. And the kit actually comes with some grommies to, if you want to put it on like maybe a handlebar, crossbar, or something like that. But I'm going to go off the forks. And this is a product by Headlight mounting bracket. So I've got that. I had to get a switch, some butt connectors, 2 stainless steel bolts I'll be using to put it together. They're 1.25 inches long. When I figured out the distance between the fork bars and the light, I had to come up with 5/8 of spacing. So I couldn't get a 5/8 spacer. So I got a 1/2 inch and 1/8 of an inch to make up to 5/8. And some butt connectors and the battery. I got a lithium ion battery, rechargeable, which comes with a charger. Really cool stuff. And some Velcro here. And I'm going to conceal this in the fake gas tank on the bike with Velcro. Probably won't use that fancy connector that it comes with. I don't really need that. And that's basically it. I mean, that's going to do it. Just some basic tools and a little bit of extra wire. And we're going to mount this thing on there and get it going on. So, let's get started. Okay, so you can see I got that one bracket already on there. And now we're going to throw this other one on. Hopefully it'll cooperate. They're a little tricky, to get started. The screws are small and, all that good stuff, but such is the case, right? So I'll put that little piece of rubber in there first. And on the fork bar. Like so. All right. Not too bad. Going on. It's a really easy deal here. I like all this stuff that I'm working with. I think it looks better than that headlight that was on here. Thing was huge. Anybody that's not familiar with the Coleman headlight, it's big. Looks ugly. I'm sure I could have, made that battery power, but the LED, uses a lot less juice. And I had the light that I showed you. I had it rigged up, to the battery for like an hour, and it still was on. And just for anybody that really isn't that familiar, this is like a headlight for like a huge fat boy Harley. It's just like too big for the bike. So, try to get these babies even. Let's see what I got here. That one is a 16th under 2. That one's just got to go up a little bit. See what we got. Oh wow, that's perfect. Don't ask me how I did that without fiddling with it for a half hour. You know, sometimes stuff goes nice and easy and sometimes it don't. It's all part of hot rodding. Doesn't matter what you're working on. Car, truck, motorcycle, mini bike, go-kart. It's all the same stuff. All right, so you know me. I like my Loctite. And I'm definitely going to put a dab of Loctite on these bolts for this light. Right? Certainly can't hurt. Just a little bit. That's all you need. I use the red like on everything. It's not so permanent like they say. You're not going to break stuff taking it apart. I never have. And I do want the wire on the left side here, so that's perfect. You know what? Yeah, no, that should be copacetic. Bracket's a little off. And I got that on the inner side. Don't go nowhere on me. All right, so that. Perfect. All right. And start it wherever it is. It's there somewhere. Come on now, don't fight me. Okay. All right. I think that's copacetic. Half-inch wrench, tighten it up. And that looks about right. And so there you have it. That's on there. And that looks good, man. You know, it's sleek. I don't know what you guys think, but it's nice and simple. Right? I like it. It's just so simple. Might be a hair off, might be a little low on the left, but we'll tweak that as we go. Okay. So the next order of business is going to be the tank, right? So take that off, right? And I got 3 bolts, 3 8mm bolts holding the tank down. And I'm going to run the wires from the right side I'm going to put the switch on the left just so it doesn't interfere with putting gas in it. Get these bolts out. Okay, got the tank off. Cool. So there are some holes. I'll make that one just a little bit bigger because I'm not going to get 2 wires through that. And then right about there, we'll whack a hole, right? The switch. Hopefully this will go okay and I won't mangle it up. All right. Let's see what we got. Just got to be able to get 2 wires through there. All right. 1 and 2. That's a good fit. All right. Now I got to make a hole for a switch. It's looking like it might be 3/8. That might be a little bigger than that. It is. It's a 1/2 inch. So, you know, I think I'll start off with a 5/16. It's only plastic, but I don't want to end up brutalizing it. All right. And I said I was going to put it where? Actually, I did that wrong because I had it upside down. It fooled me. That one I got to make bigger. That's not a big deal. All right. Yeah. All right. That side will be the switch. And you know what? That's a good pilot start. So I think I don't want to go too close to that hole. And if I put it right there, yeah, I do want to be able to get the wires on and off. So I'm going to go like right there. All right. Now we're blaster with a 1/2 inch. Right? Yeah, that's going to be perfect. Okay. Whoa. She really wants to take a bite out of that. I went too big. I got to keep step drilling it. All right, I got to nip that off of there. Let's see, I got my little nippers here. Man, gotta be careful. Woo! That worked out good, huh? Oh my God. So anyway, it actually did. I think that's big enough. I gotta fix it up a little bit. I got a burr on the inside. I can take care of that. Get these out of the picture for right now. I should be able to hit it with a piece of emery paper, just because I have a piece handy. Yeah. A nice little burr on there. I was kind of expecting that though. A little more. A little bit more. More. All right. That's nice and smooth. And there you have it. That's the hole for the switch. Do definitely want that baby to sit flat. Alright. See what we got. Oh man. So, will I be able to tighten it all up? It's a tight area. We should be alright. Alright. So, well, you know, being that it is such a tight area, and there's a little contour there, well, let's try it. Maybe I'll do the nut on the outside, see if it sits flat. Wow. Yeah. I mean, if you could see that in there, which you probably can't. You could just see it just right there. Tight fit, but it made it. It wouldn't have hurt if I had just moved that hole out a little bit, but it's still going to be all right. It's not interfering with nothing. So I'm going to do it like this. Do that. Because there ain't no way I'm getting to the inside of that on the bottom. Ain't no way. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. There she is. All right. I'll throw this on. Give that just a little snug. All right. Let them know. All right. Should have put some Loctite on it, right? All right. It should be all right. Should definitely be okay. They're going to be a little tough to push on there, but not impossible. Okay. That's pretty much it. I mean, we could put the tank back on the bike because I got the hole drilled bigger for the wires and the switch is on. All right. So let's go back over to the bike. Okay. So we got the tank back on the bike. She's bolted down tight. Now I just got to fiddle with some wires. Strippers, crimpers, all that good stuff, right? Get a fresh cut. Let's see what we got here. All right. So the black wire, that's going to go right to the battery. This wire is just a little thinner, so I'm going to double down on it. Like so. And you know, I'm thinking, you know, I want to maybe strip that back a little. No, I think we'll be all right. So maybe not. I thought doubling it up would work better. I think it'll go on. I just gotta condensulate it a little more. Maybe not. It's a finicky fit. Tight fit's better than a loose fit. Really wind her up good and tight. Definitely wind it up good and tight and give it a shot if I have to. I'll just make it one. No, there you go. Beautiful. Okay, so and give her a good crimp. Like right there. That's good. Same thing with the red. And of course the red wire will go to the switch and then the switch to the battery. Nice. I always like to just double check what I'm doing with the crimping. Now it gets tricky because if you use the stabber end of the crimp, right, which would be that little fella right there, and you've got that on the top, and your fixture, the way it loops around and it's got the opening in the top, if you do that, you're only like kind of crimping one end, and then it's not a good connection. So you need to pay attention to that. Now this will be to the switch. Oh, that's a tight fit. So we got to really wind her up tight. Use the needle nose for a little persuasion. Get that really wound up tight because it's going to just fit from what I'm gathering. And there you go. All right, it made it. And that wire might not be long enough. Let's see. I was, just winging it, but we got to get it fixed on the frame first. Like, maybe I should just go like that. I need some slackage. And we'll zip tie it like that. And if that's the case, well, that'll just make it over there. So that's a nice fit. I got lucky. I didn't really totally map that out for sure. I was just guesstimating. But it's copacetic. There you go. All right. Good deal. Now the black one, That'll be a little longer. So we'll just use this long sucker right here that I got. Might be a hair too long. It's going to be hard to cut. Oh, got lucky. I'm getting lucky. All right, nice, nice. Good fit. And we'll give her a good crunch. All right. Sweet. So we got to splicer rate that one. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. All right, that's looking good. And we'll send this up in there. These are a little smaller than the actual reds for the butt connectors. These aren't going to work. I'm going to need a blue for that. Well, I'll be a son of a gun, right? All right, not a big deal. Just got to switch them out. So just keeping that in mind, right? Yep, that's a better fit. That like went in and it didn't go in loose, so we're copacetic with that. We will use the same crimp. And I'll tell you, all right, that might not be that tight, so get the greatest tool in the world here, the vice grip, and just give it a pinch with these needle beaks. Little extra squish. Ah, yeah. Black one, send her up through. Ah, I can't see it. Where is it at? All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, that's going to be all nice and hidden when I'm done with it. All right, so this one's going to go to the battery. So now we got to get the battery. So I mentioned before that, I mean, it's a nice connector, but we don't need it. All right, that's all they do is, and that's that. The battery wire is slightly thicker than the wires that were on the light and slightly smaller than the wires, slightly smaller than the wires that I'm using. So not a big deal. It's not like they're huge difference. So, looks like we're going to cut this, let's see, right around there looks good. This one, I might actually be able to use the red one because of the gauge of the wire. It's slightly smaller. I'm most certain I'm going to use it. Go over here. All right. Yeah, I can dig it. That's going to work good. And give her a crimp. Those are a little stronger, so I'm going to use the vice grip again. Give her an extra pinch. Beautiful. And then this one will be but connected to the black. We could definitely shorten that a little too. And we'll go around the same length. This one will double strand it because the black wire that we're using is thicker. Right? I got to use the blue, so give her a little folding over. Oh yeah, that fit in there good. All right. And again, we're going to use the vice grip. These suckers are strong. You definitely want a good pinch on that. Yeah, it's tight. All right. And just because we need some room to work, right about there. You know what? Pull it back out of there just to get this going. There we go. Twist it up really good first. You definitely want to twist it good, because if it's not twisted tight and then you go crimp it in there and it's good at first, but it's going to come apart. You need to braid tight. Definitely need to braid tight. Real careful shoving that back through there so we don't mess it all up. Right, I got this one here. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, it fit really nice. Go right over to the vice grip. All right, beautiful. And yeah, that should do it, but it didn't. I crimped it and it came right out. I didn't quite catch it right, so we're gonna have to start over with that. Yeah, she's on that one good. Now what happened here? You know, maybe I could have maybe stripped it a little more. No, it's all right. I got it twisted tight. That's a good fit. You can feel it just making it. take another shot at it and really get angry with it. All right. Yeah, that's tight. All right. So let me just get this in place here. This screwdriver. That one post is just got to be bent out, just a hair. Just a tickle. All right, just so I can get the sucker on there. That should be good. Oh, that's a good tight fit anyhow, as far as going onto the switch. All right, so let me show you what I got. All right, just going to use some Velcro, hold that down, right? And then those wires, we're just going to kind of, a couple small zip ties to hold them in place, right? And, right, there's the headlight. Yeah, man, can you dig that? I can dig that. Mission accomplished. All right, so there you have it. I mean, this took a ball of about like half hour or a little less, and we're good to go. Man, that light is blinding me for a single bar with 6 little, I mean, it's bright. It's definitely bright, and mission accomplished. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it was useful. Maybe it'll encourage you to do the same thing, right? And didn't cost much. We got rid of this big ass ugly thing. This thing was just ugly. Ugly. It's too big. It's too big for the bike, you know? And now this is like sleek and sharp. I think so. I like it. I'd appreciate some comments. You guys let me know what you think. We'll see you on the next one. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.